We've gone to I mentioned this before, we've gone to a workshop model. The idea here is that the rent is too damn high, right? Everything's too expensive. And we've held the line on fees now. We do everything pretty much what we can, anything we can on a fixed fee basis. So going in what it's going to cost you, all in. That's the idea. No surprises. We don't like surprises. And we've held the line since COVID on the fees, but it's expensive to do this kind of stuff. It is. No bones about it. You got to find the right people. You got to train them up. It's not easy. So, so how do you hold the line, let alone reduce the fees? And what we figured out was, and frankly, it was another guy. Look, all my good ideas are not my ideas, right? There's somebody else's ideas most of the time. Every once in a while, I'll come up with something. But it was a buddy of mine who came up with the idea of, hey, what if we did workshops, right? Where now some people need one-on-one. There's no question about it, right? You need a one-on-one all the way through the process in order to be successful, or we just don't have the time. We need to, put the pedal to the metal and get this. When you're in the hospital and we get the call, we're not going to have a workshop of everyone in the hospital. That doesn't work like that. Okay, so there are occasions where the old approach, the traditional one-on-one approach, is just makes more sense, or you might just prefer that. But it's more expensive because what we figured out was we can cut the fees by more than half for most people. It's less than half what it used to be, but we're not cutting back on anything that we do. We're just doing it differently. So instead of a workshop and then one-on-one with the attorney throughout, we're doing a workshop, then another workshop, and then so it's a group situation, right? So we're not repeating the same thing 10 times. We have 10 families in the room. And what we found is people really like it turns out. Because you're talking with other people who are very much like you. There's always somebody in the crowd who's going to ask the uncomfortable question that you won't ask. Okay. And then we can answer, but you were thinking it. You were thinking it. And and it is the uncomfortable questions that get asked. And it's like, good, good. Sometimes you don't think that people are, you don't think something's an issue until somebody brings it up. And it's like, yeah, and here's how we dealt with that. And here's how we dealt with that. So it's very helpful, I think, for most folks to be in a room with other people pretty much like you, right? Who are thinking about these things, want to get the thing done, and it's just been really it worked out really well so far. I mean, people seem to be very happy with it. Um, it More people are doing it. Our percentages instead of 60, it's more like 70, 80% of folks are actually moving ahead, and it's I don't know, it's just nice. It's really we just expanded into East Lansing. We had our first meetings there on the campus of MSU, Michigan State University, on their campus. We were there doing the workshops, and we'll be following up with the folks there, and then next, of course, to I don't know, of course, but next to Ann Arbor, Oakland County, just because it works that well. We're doing them here, of course, in our all of our regular offices in Norton Shores, down in Portage, over in Holland, and of course in the home office in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We're doing the workshop model. So if you're wondering, oh, I don't want to go to, and I get this. Oh, I don't want to go to a lawyer's office. Who can blame you? I don't blame you for that. And you're wondering, well, how does all this work? And all the look, safety in numbers, I guess, right? There's one of us and a whole bunch of you guys. So come on in, and the first meeting is the first workshop, which we've been doing for years and years. That's pretty much the same. It's the follow on. It's the rest of it. And what we've done is we've put a plan in place so that rather than people coming back when something happens, it's a more constant relationship. You're not when you do an estate plan, and I know this is how, it's the traditional legal model, right? I'm buying an estate plan, which means you're getting you're getting a bunch of books, and I'll see you when something happens, maybe. And you get all these documents, you never read them, they don't mean anything to you really. Um, and what we're doing uh, with this new model is we're involving, and you're like, oh crap, now I'm going to get invitations from the lawyers all the time. Well, yeah, you kind of you kind of are, sorry about that. You don't have to come if you don't want to, but the point is that now we're not just going to let things slide. Okay, we're not going to let you let things slide. We're going to bug you about making sure that your stuff is square, that it's correct. And I'm not really bugging you, but you want to come to the old car show, that'd be great. You want to hop on the bus for Art Prize, that'd be great. You want to come to any of the other events, the Social Security Administration people, or the here's what's going on with your Medicare people or whatever. Yeah, I mean, all that stuff is available to you. Um, it's all right there if you want to under the new model. You know, we were doing things like that before, but we're just a lot more, we want to say intentional, a lot more organized about it now.